Howdy, people. I hope everyone's having an amazing Valentine's Day. I technically don't have to be too quiet right now, but I'm choosing to be, because this is a late night stream. Yes, we are still doing those sometimes. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone's having a lovely Valentine's Day. I have a very special Valentine's Day gift for you all. We're playing a special game today. Hi GT, welcome in. Oh god. Listen. No, you don't. Did you forget that? I did not actually. I was gonna stream yesterday, but I didn't feel like it. So we're doing today. But we have a very special, very special game we're playing for Valentine's Day. Because I felt it would only be right if we played a dating sim, guys. But as you all know, I'm a horror streamer. Welcome in, Flower. I'm strictly play horror games for the most part. So I couldn't just pick any dating sim. No. I had to pick Doki Doki Literature Club. So, today's stream, for however long we decide to go, because this is a late night stream, but I'll go as long as I need to, is gonna be a very lovely game. Oh yeah, so... Hold on, let me change stream title. Thank you, Shinko, for the lyrics. But hi, Diva. How was your stream, Diva? So stream title's changed to have a trigger warning, so we're all chill. Everything's fine. Let's get right into it. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. I hope the volume isn't terrible. If you guys need me to change it, just let me know. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Figured out if I jump, I'm always supposed to jump. Oh god. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but I started around high school. She would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Except mine goes shoot all over again. We gotta collab again for that. I don't want to give y'all audio, I shouldn't do that. I overslept again. But I caught up to you this time. Maybe. But it's only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Fear. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. It Tenny gosh, Leisure Fear. I won't be a clip criminal today. I'm working on an emote. Is it my emote? Oh, speaking of emotes, Diva will have access to this since she's a sub. I did finally add the other emote Flower was able to finish. You will see that if you look in your emotes listing, Diva. Yeah, there it is. There you are. We crossed the street together and make our way to school as we draw oath. Apparently it wasn't transparent, but that's okay. It's whatever. I don't mind. I have an ad starting soon, so be mindful of that. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Fear, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? The other clip in for anyone else. Is it clipping for you guys? Hold on, let me check this. Am I having clip issues again? Because it's the same thing that was happening when I was having... Oh yeah, it is occasionally clipping it. The game might be a little loud. Let me see. That might be. We're gonna ignore all these saves because I did play this game a bit and then kind of forget about it. So we're gonna start from here. Let me know if the clipping's still an issue. I really hope it isn't because I want this stream to go well. I've been excited to play this game. I was waiting. A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. And that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. So I think so. I hate that, buddy. Do I have to... Why you do that? Why you do that? Don't do that. I'm already fucking streaming at 480p. Like, why are you clipping on me? I hate this. No, don't do that. You refresh stream and it's fine now. Okay, maybe it's not a... That's a meeting. Yes, try yeah, see if refreshing stream works. It gonna make me sad. Okay, it's fine for me. Anyways, you told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Fine now, thank you. Okay, that's good. Sorry likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I was worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look into a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Just realized I'm dreamy. Are you not educated? Because that's what NEET means. Not employed, not educated, unemployed person, or something like that. I forget. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Is it in education? I don't remember. Thank you for the gun. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, Sayori. Sayori must have sent me to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You're going to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Eh? Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she's the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please? Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that they'd bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is that much of an airhead, or if she's just cunning that I planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go! Oh god, I have to think of voices for the other 3 members. Oh, that's gonna suck. Because, like, 2 of them are kind of energetic. Okay, I have an idea of what to do for Monica and Yuri, but Natsuki's is gonna be kind of hard. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly, that's the word, follow Sayori across the school and upstairs to a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Fuck. I had the voice in my head. Because I'm keeping my voice down, so it's all just gonna sound the same. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always has nice things to say about you. Ah, fuck you. You gotta drink water. Okay, thank you, Nina. Hi, welcome in. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Fear. What a lovely surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? You want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. I'm not doing that. You guys aren't getting audio from me. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly to my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. Sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Fear. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Fear. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Now how about we make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there's more space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I took a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Sound effect! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were this good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, best angle to take a bite. Suki is quiet. I can't help but notice her stealing glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet. I choked on candy. What do you mean you just choked on candy? What happened, buddy? I didn't say anything, as far as I know. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you, dummy. Alright. Wasn't you, I'm just Girl, same. Why do you think they keep breaking on me? I need to change vessels every now and then. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying his tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of me, in front of each of us, before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Fuck, I keep forgetting what voice I'm using for Monica. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. I'm getting a notification, so I'm looking at my phone, I'm sorry. That's not... Insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider joining the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the... I can't speak. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debates club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It's like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. If it encourages others to get into the literature club, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a really great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. It's also because we didn't have the budget to add more people in this game. You can put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Make school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica was a really... Fuck. I picked a horrible game. I have to actually, like, read. Also, let me save again. See. Wait, no, I'm on 3. Save right here. Monica must have worked really hard to just find these 3. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Fear, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. That level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. It's amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. My kind of woman. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I would have expected that, Yuri. Someone so gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes start over for me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sari slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Oh, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, we could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Fuck, I can't barely see the screen. God. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically. What the fuck does that word mean? At Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. But next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Uh, um... Yeah! Let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Fear? Monica smiles warmly at me again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with distracted eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Not doing that sound effect for you guys. You don't know what quizzically means? I do know what quizzically means, it just threw me off guard, because no one ever uses that. Fear. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Zoe wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came to the club for cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. None. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. Ah, damn, no one caught the Hatana. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Fair. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Fear, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. I did that in the woman's voice, but whatever. Also, the audio is cutting for me, so it's not just you guys. My headset's fucky. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day of school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. And now we're in the game. It's time to write a poem! Pick words you think your favorite club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. First off, let me do a cheeky little share. We'll save it here. Wrath. Yeah, I want to focus on Yuri for now. Because I think together, because Monica is here, I think she's just off to the side. I know of the game. Oh god, my stream is hella delayed. Hold on, let me reload the page. Stream is, like, very delayed for me. See if this fixes it. I can't see chat for a moment. Did you guys start shit? Okay, are you gonna, like, load? I'm back, Flower. I see you. Don't you dare. But I never actually... Yeah, I'm picking horror, don't worry. Because I want to focus on, Yuri. Because I know there's technically... There's a bunch of different endings for this game, where there's different scenes that you'll get depending on what you do. there are scenes for staying even with each of the girls, and then there's scenes for focusing on each of them, which is very rare for people to get unless you're doing achievement hunting. So I'm gonna focus on each of the girls individually. Or let's do dark. You what? Sad. What the? Melancholy. Okay. Anxiety. Doki Doki Poetry Slam. Spend enough time to oh my god, I got achievements for spending time here. Disaster. Graveyard. Imagination. Eternity. Oh, that's a fun word. That's a fun word to see. We'll do ambient. Vibrant. Philosophy, because she likes that. Passion. Nope. Incongruent. Maybe. Variance? It was variance, okay. Misery. Nope. I keep forgetting that she's like empty. Yeah, because she's depressed, so. Agonizing. Unstable. Because cooking depression will go for her. Depression, okay. That's fine. Hi again, Fear. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, we're back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Fear. I need to drink water, this fucking voice is... I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst in the literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Jerry told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you're planning to just come here, hang out, or what. If you don't take this seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Simply defeated, Natsuki plops back to her singing. Sorry, I'm like messaging my phone. Don't worry, guys. Pierre always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry. Just because your room is messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. Oh come, you and Pierre can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something you might... Fuck, yeah. Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? No, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. I made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So it's a nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Huh. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Mom to kick off with some scheduled activities for the club. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Here and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Is this right pick? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I feel bad for discouraging her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover from her book. It looks like it's the same book she lent to me. Right now, she seems to be in the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She thinks that I glanced at me and eyes me for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. That's something I very much do. I'm out of this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped by the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Quit cutting the fucking audio. My headset sucks, I need a new one. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, very close to the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. That sounds familiar. Is that a real book? I don't remember. Someone look it up for me. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Oh yeah, ain't this like the occult book in this game? Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about This girl in high school moves in with her long-lost younger sister. As she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experimental prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Very gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Fair? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I need to stretch my goddamn legs! I'm bunched up like a goddamn cuckoo. That feels so good. Oh god. And I hit my knee, so that's great. Let's do another save, because I should be saving decently often. We're also getting into territory that I don't know, because when like, all the other saves are just from the beginning, intro portion. Nothing, I didn't really get past that. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri was into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, you thought you related to the protagonist, made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost gestures or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please, stop me if I start talking too much. That's... I really don't think you need to worry. I just... Oh god, I keep burping. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put in my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? Fuck. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. It is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, you just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. I'm a little tired, goddamn. Oh, muscle scratching my eye. Hold on 2 seconds. God, I'm not gonna be able to see for a second, too. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you don't need to apologize a lot. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and I hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the whole... guess it kind of makes it difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the other side and the left side of the book. I can't. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. There we go. That's how sentences work, guys. I can speak. Ah. I do the same thing with my right arm on the other side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides out under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, or held it even closer than before, it's actually kind of distracting me. If I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finished reading the page before me, so I turned it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange, with them gently letting go and letting it flutter over to her side, catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second-guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. How are you? Why are you? Buddy, it just went off cooldown. I was also just about to take a sip of water, so thank you. Alright, you're a sub too, so you're gonna get the... I hope you enjoyed that emote. I'm so sorry guys, I'm like really tired apparently. I see. You remain silent for a moment, but fear. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from having to finish her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Ooh! There's a bug. I saw it out the corner of my eye. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her own hand from the book, causing her to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read it with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up and make a mental note of where I left in the book. Excuse me. I left the book back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I don't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Yuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their own poems. Series is on the wrinkled sheet of those loose-leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. Yuri seems to be the most experienced, so I should start with her. Just her opinion, to be fair. ... As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth and ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. Really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She chooses her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. The most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train a lot, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. It's just that finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Tsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. I can barely fucking read cursive, so this will be fun to decipher. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Is that I think that's bathing. Must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last to get replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Home, breathing air, feels the presence, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I could... That's definitely butchered. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. No, your handwriting's beautiful. I just can't read cursive. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time. Oh god. I forgot this game is meta. So... So either that's scripted or because either it's scripted or it's very meta, and I don't really remember what parts are meta and what parts aren't. Well, I just don't don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. If you're just saying shit that I was saying. Eh, that's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Fear. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours is impressive too, so... Nah. Anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Of course. You know... I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Fear. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori's gonna like it the most next because I have some things for her. This is a good poem, Fear. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it's impressive to me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write a poem at all. Really happy that you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, Fear, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? This will be my way of thanking you. Alright. I'm gonna hold you that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry. I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. This has two different... No, this is multiple different versions of poems put together. I want breakfast. So I have written poems before in the different types that there are. My knowledge on it is very limited because it's been a long time. But I remember there being where you would have every other line rhyme together. So the first line would rhyme with the third line, while the second line rhymes with the fourth line of each little section of a poem. Or you'll have it to where the first line rhymes with the second line, and the third line rhymes with the fourth line, so on and so forth. But she was mixing, so... Or then in some cases, some just didn't rhyme at all. It's very interesting, because Yuri's was very much a more philosophical poem, rather than a stereotypical poem that we would see, where they would just try to rhyme everything. Because there are types where you just won't rhyme at all, or have very few rhymes. So it's interesting to see how the four people, or the four girls, write with their own personalities. Because even in this poem, we're starting to see glimpses of Sayori's depression and how deep of an issue that is for her. Because as we saw when we were writing our own poems, or when we were choosing words for our poem to write it, she was jumping up at negative words as opposed to most of the positive words you would think she would jump up at. Which is why you're going to be mixing up Yuri and Sayori, because Yuri was shown to be this person more into the dark and philosophical side of things, while Yuri's supposed to be the energetic one and always happy. Or while Sayori's supposed to be the energetic one and always happy. But it's the opposite, where Yuri does like a lot of the darker stuff, but it's not too dark, not getting into the depression or suicidal aspects of things, while Sayori is in that because it's what she's going through, and we don't see that as her childhood friend. She doesn't let people in to see that side of her. She doesn't want people to worry about her. And I'm psychoanalyzing video game characters. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least make me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I mean to say that it was a bad poem, just... It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Had a voice crack. I get all cranky. Same. Well, except I still don't eat breakfast. I'm just cranky in the morning anyway. I'm not a morning person. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Should I show my poem to next? I kind of want to do Monica last, because I know Natsuki's not gonna like our poem because we're focusing on Yuri, so it's dark stuff that she's into while she's into the cute stuff. Monica's a little weird because she's the secret one. Because the game is very heavily trying to focus you on Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki rather than focusing on Monica. It was deliberately said at the start of the game that Monica was out of your league, trying to pin or plant the seeds that you can't go for her when she's in reality coming for you. So we'll do Natsuki. Fear. If you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort. We all start from somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Oh, so she's doing... This is the other version of a poem that I didn't talk about. She's also mixing stuff, though. There are times where you'll have the first line rhyme with the fourth line, and the two middle lines rhyme with each other as well. She did that in the second portion, well, other than the fourth line. But you can see the second and third of the line rhyme with each other, with eagles can fly and people can try. So that's interesting. I like that. That's cool. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. No, it doesn't. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing that everyone around you can do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other thing is about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme in the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. That makes sense. It helps bring out the feeling of the last line. So you did. Guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? I guess not. I just had to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care about how old everyone is, but if Master is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I write my poem to, or show my poem to next? We do Monica. She's gonna love it either way. I fear. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. That felt. I'm not trying to talk to people. I'm against social interaction. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Fear. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know that? But it's the sort of barrier that we learn to get past soon. Excuse me again. Yeah, that's true. I am Monica, my poem. Great job, Fear. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who uses simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. That's kind of what I'm going for when writing my lore. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning, and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else may seem a bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help find fuck. I didn't read that. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. See, so she's already planting seeds that we need to focus on her more with that line. Because she doesn't want us to try impressing them because she wants us. Well, she wants the player. She doesn't want the MC. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? Noisy neighbor, angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, all scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. Just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So this is about us. This is about me as the player, and you guys as the viewers watching alongside. This poems. So they're already planting the seeds. We're already kind of getting somewhat into the psychological horror aspect of this game. A little bit. Because she's talking about like a monitor or a computer screen. I'm on a TV, so that. But she's looking through the screen at us, burning and realizing that she was trapped inside a box. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. It is. A lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. More subtle hints at what's to come soon. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kinda nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to make it perfect, and you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. This is a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice. Even if you're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Professor Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. I assign Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper and share their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch their expressive change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, while Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or anything? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have a heart? You have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Still not doing that. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Fear did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time about establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, so unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Fear liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Atsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Oh... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Fear appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Press A. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? And, are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? You know what? I wasn't... I'm not saying that. I am respectful. I know this is part of the game, but that's not where my eyes go. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turn towards me as if they notice I'm standing there. Fear. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Just get over herself and let her appreciate the simple writing is more effective. And this wouldn't have happened in the first place. So you're making your poems all convoluted for no reason. The meaning should jump out at the readers, not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her, Fear. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings, and the meaning is most effective. And the meaning the most... Fuck. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Fear? Well... I think I get dragged into this in the first place. It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's gonna be... Help me, Yuri! Oh, Yuri's lit up. I don't know if that's a bug, or if that's... That might be a bug, because it's the same... Which is Yuri. Natsuki. You're right, that I liked your poem. See, wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. It's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. But it's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... Here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well. If you just told her how you felt, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, and don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point. Being defiant is only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, I'll take a walk, clear my head. Sarah, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. Spare me from me. Look at your faces right now. That warning, Natsuki saturates her own poem up from the desk and storms out. Around, she crumples the poem with her hand and throws it in the trash. Natsuki... She really didn't mean to do that. I look across the room. There is her chin buried in her hand, so she stares down at her chest. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. Can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks for your too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do something so shameful. So, huh? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. Just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Fair, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. There's a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. Any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And out of myself, we found determination. Fear! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, hold on, let me save again. We're gonna overwrite a save actually, because I don't want to do... We're just gonna do these 6 and number 3. Or maybe I'll switch over to number 1 because it spawns me here anyway. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does this kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Just want your opinion, that's all. I could see why they make good friends with you. You know, Fear. It's nice to see that... It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me happiest. I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really have to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. Alright, time for more poem. We'll save again. Fine, yeah, we'll go over the first... Oh wait, that's not... Oh, first save is an auto-save, so I can't do that. That's okay. Scars? Okay, that's getting into... Passion, okay. That's really not what I want. Entropy. Unstable, I know you like that word. Uncanny. Disoriented. Wrath. Infinite. Horror. Rain Cloud? Nope. Not that one. Would it be Destiny? Yeah. Nope. Okay. I'm not keeping track of either of them. Disarray. Agonizing. Unending. Doki Doki. Melancholy. Oh, it's 17. Okay, I see. Infallible. It's not hopeless. Frightening. Philosophy. Vertigo. Okay, there we go. And then we'll do another save right here. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Fear! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club is all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. Just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch to get it open. She turns it upside down, lets the contents spill on her desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the classroom. So either you're not hungry, or you want an excuse to take a walk. Or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. God damn. Wild statement. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book, always strange. I wasn't listening or anything. That was just something in my book. Yuri. Don't fear to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad now, and I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. Sayori reminds me of someone. A little flower. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside us all, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. but, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Anyways, I have snacks, so make sure you guys eat eating snacks too. I got these really cool and like really good barbecue chips from Meyer. It's a Meyer brand too. It's the Frederick's Kettle Mesquite, I think, barbecue. It's really good. Like, they're super good. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Whap! Insert sound effect here. Ow. What was... A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. So worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Shogar. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. Yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat, goes behind her, Natsuki wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously do that? I'm gonna fool Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Suki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where is Monica anyway? Good question. Have you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. I don't have it either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Nah, I'm into purple more than her. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica trusts the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances over at me, so it just means confused. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. Must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I listen to where you play music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. It's so cool. You should play sometime for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Oh yeah, that's another thing. All of their heads face one direction. Unless their model flips and they're facing the other direction. But with Monica, she's looking straight forward at the screen. Like, she's looking at you specifically, while you can tell the other people, or the other three girls, are looking at the player. Or at the MC that we play as. So that's another neat detail. I never noticed all these details when I, like, watch certain playthroughs. But this is the plus version, so there's a lot of new content that I don't know about. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Fear. Monica smiles sweetly. Yeah, see, her eyes never leave you specifically. Or, like, us specifically. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd love to get the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure that Tsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. Oh god. My chip came back up. I'm dying. Chat, it's time to read my will. Mira, who's not here, gets access to my channel. And all 51 of my followers, even though I'm pretty sure like at least over half of those are her followers too. No. I was kinda just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started. I just drank water, Diva. God fucking damn it. I'm gonna run out of water. Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? No, not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small pitcher of water from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk and then we'll get some water. As she walks past me, sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk, I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Oh, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Eh? Oh, you were going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. Or just fill the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me that there's something wrong with helping involve fear in club activities? I can't read. Eh? I'm out the gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go, Fear. I did the sound effect, goddammit. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Sometimes... Something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? Ah, we're seeing more glimpses. Okay. I think he did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like this. Fair. How come when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as it makes it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We all have emotions, and we can't hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns to a light rain shower into a hurricane. This is literally shit I would say to people. Like, that's wild. I like that. That's cool. I didn't think I would, like, relate to the main character as much since he's more into, like, romance than I am. Because I'm into romance as, like, more of a joke. As you can tell, I'm very single on Valentine's Day, and I'm playing a horror game. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? You can't just hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Fear. I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up a water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Fear, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, I'm more of an Earl Grey. Anything is fine. Very well. I've actually never had oolong. I should try that. Let's see if it's any good. I like having honey with my tea as opposed to sugar. So, like, I love drinking Earl Grey with some honey. Because it's just good. It's just good. I like it. Very good tea. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. That's hot. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I was just looking at the Discord server. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. Okay. To my surprise, she even starts humming to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard to me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Fear. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I could keep up with this. I'll let Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Fear, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Oh, why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over a desk. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. A woman after my own heart. I too have back pain. Girl, and I'm gonna struggle a lot on Thursday and Friday because it's my first time working in a month now. So it's back to standing for a few hours on end. It's great. Maybe I'll take a break. Probably won't take a break. Oh wait, I kinda had to take a break. I'll figure it out. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that is why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough, thank God. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Zari's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the team. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides, and as if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book, except this time, our eyes are even closer together. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? God, you are such a virgin. There ain't no way. Okay. That's not like me, but sure. Yuri's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand. That's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I have to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. God damn it. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. To raise her intense reading expression, I can only assume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, there might be smudge on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't think about that. My bad. I need to apologize. Oh, hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yeah. Yeah. I like this image of her. That's so pretty. I love the art style of this game, especially when it gets into the more, like, actual way these types of games are portrayed. That's so cool. Pretty. It's very pretty, yes. She holds it so that I don't have any harder... She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting atop my leg. Well, in that case, she's totally focused on reading again. Take chocolate, pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. The part to her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. Apprehensively, I place chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Fear. Sorry. Guess I shouldn't have done that. Well... You were just helping. It's something that friends do. Right?
God, these people are
virgins. I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. Situation has already gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book, but I can tell by her expression that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I wish to take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. I didn't even come to this. Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling and to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. Takes her chocolate and places them in her mouth. Feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. I gotta refresh my page again because I'm very delayed. And I don't like to be delayed. It's time to share poems. Fear, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, alright? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up a bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without much of a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Should I show my poem to first? Yuri. Because she'll like it the most, I hope. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Did you like it? Fair. So it might be even better than yesterday's. How'd you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kinds of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. It's such a good job explaining. I really wanted to try and give it more imagery. Mary visibly swallows. Even her hand appears sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer patience. I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just be appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone so motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people will just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share that poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. Oh, this is a longer one. She did say she likes writing longer poems, so she wrote... Okay. Oh! Time to lock in! The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread... Oh, I can use the D-pad, that's cool. While I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies. As in... unordinary? I think that's unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. That enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon are... I don't know what that says. Yeah, I can't read that. Oh god. Guys, I can't read cursive that well. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, and... Oh, an urge. I think that says. Yeah, an urge. The moon... Okay. The moon... increments its phase and reflects that much moonlight off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm really projecting my emotions to the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry for more and more, and frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. Rush of blood, classic. Oh, Pavlovian. Okay. Yeah, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and feed myself again. I think Yuri is the raccoon in this case. And the first-person poem is about us. I think that's what it is. It's either that or because I don't see us as being the raccoon in this scenario. Because the raccoon is, it's too. How do I put this? It's too direct and a lot more played out than what it would be if she was trying to see into another person. She's a lot more direct and actually sure of herself that this is what the raccoon is doing. But she also said that maybe she's just projecting her feelings onto it, so it could just be us. It's a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. A lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. I can. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. You're also a very psychological person, because not many people know about Pavlov's conditioning. Or maybe it's common and I'm just full of myself. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels to me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing poems about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. People would make fun of me. Do you have anything like that, Fair? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. That is true. No one's perfect. In my eyes, everyone is perfectly imperfect. You can't have too much. I think we're gonna end after this day. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might just be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Fear. That's an exaggeration. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I'd feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I feel like I almost look forward to it. Just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Alright, let me save again. We'll go over the poem. We'll do Sayori, because she's gonna like it. Oh, I like this one, Fear. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I really like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh, why don't you just try to give it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You think about yourself for once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Another hint? Foreshadowing? 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 Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Oh, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I really like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I can't be the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I am getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Fear. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. Oh, this is also a longer. Oh god, it's so much reading. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a little secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumbs and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe. And I put in the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Should bring bottle with bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in nooks and crannies. Digging and digging. Scraping and scraping. I dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally I'm done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile beneath my feet. Happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I ain't expecting like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. You should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always had a bit of a habit getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show poem to next? Natsuki, we're gonna always end on Monica. I feel like ending on Monica is a good note since she gives a lot of hints towards what's actually going on in the game. That's just my take though. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding and express something. It's going to sound like you're forcing it unless you don't really suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Until Yuri stops all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know, Yuri loves this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean looks like I'm in trouble. Somehow I struck a nerve even though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Shoves the poem I handed her back over me. Take your stupid poem if you wrote someone else. Don't show it to me. Ouch. That's what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, this was destined to be in a world full of pain from the start. Since Suki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. And she doesn't show me her poem this time. Okay. So I'm doing... because I'm focusing a lot on Sayori and, well, mostly Yuri, but I'm getting Sayori on accident since, again, they're both into the same things. Alright, we'll do Monica. She's gonna like it either way. Again, she's looking directly at me. I fucking hate it. I do not like it. She's looking directly at me. Hi, Gambier. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going to be bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering about finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style. I guess so. Can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get that much personal convention out of conversation with her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that little head of hers. I hope you don't mean it in a bad way. Oh, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep to herself so much. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. No? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure that she already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, I'm gonna read my poem now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Ooh, yeah, this is... yep, I already see RGB. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless catastrophe, or... an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Is that sine or is sin? Poison, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on the pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. So she's mentioning the computer screen because this is just going to be explaining common shit to people, but in case by the off chance people do not know, which will shock me if people don't know. Not that it's bad to not know. You won't know everything. I won't know everything. But red, green, blue are the three basic colors that make up the like our screens, like our phone screens, computer screens, even the TV I'm playing this on. There are only three colors technically that are inside of that in each and every pixel on our screen, and they come together in different waveforms and different levels to show us what is on the screen. That is why if you look at old school box TVs when they or like old school videos from like when color first appeared, you will have these lines of RGB that you see because it wasn't as perfected as it is now, and we're still trying to perfect that. So she's talking about that, and now she's talking about Load Me because she knows she's in a video game, but she wants to be safe from that video game. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I'm kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how the space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote these lines really short makes it feel like you're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking a poem what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as physical expression of the feeling, or conversation with the reader. So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sorry, I'm like burping, excuse me. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. when that happens, don't forget to save your game. Again, we're getting into it. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And the game cuts there, not giving the MC time to rebuttal that. Okay, everyone. We're all done with reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well in last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sarah is putting in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of this time. Sarah has been coloring poster, holds it. Let's see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't really start putting up those posters, did you? Yeah, well, I did. I think it's that bad of an idea. Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I just didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. No, I'm fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Or that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud for a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club after all. We start the event and each put on a good performance. We'll inspire the others to do the same. And the more people have performed, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. If that's all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Atsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. It's the least we can do to help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Did you really glances around at everyone else? It says expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. You have no idea. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. You can't recite your poem in front of the club, and how do you expect to do it? Fuck, I didn't read that before pressing, my bad. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself, then stands on the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. On that note, I think we're gonna end. Let me make sure of something really quick before we do that, before they get into the poem. Yeah, okay. we shall be ending here. So let's go back to main menu. This was fun. I'm definitely not gonna do this super late tomorrow. This was just super last minute because I was doing a different thing. Thank you all so much for coming. I know my voices aren't too amazing right now because I am heavily limited. We are going to be raiding out, and it's gonna make this person very upset because they wanted to raid into me. So let me press this. Of course! I already have your raid message, but so thank you, Diva. I have it saved on my phone this time. Okay. The raid message is this for right now. I should get a raid. Or I think Shinko's working on a raid. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I wish you all a lovely rest of your nights. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!